Hi, my name is Chloe. I'm a mechanical engineering student.
And my name is Olivia, and I am a civil engineering student.
We're from the University of Portland, and today we're going to be extracting DNA.
Strawberry edition. All right, so today we're going to be extracting DNA from strawberries, and this is what you're going to need to get started.
You're going to need some water, some table salt, some liquid dish soap, a Ziploc bag. Of course, you can't forget the strawberries.
Can't forget.
No, and then you're going to need some chilled rubbing alcohol. And a few other, you might need some few glasses too to just help with the extraction process. All the listed materials are going to be listed in the activity sheet provided. So Olivia, what is DNA?
You see, DNA is what makes me, and Chloe herself, and what makes you, you.
So you're telling me it's kind of like a blueprint?
Yeah, I would say it's like a blueprint for all living organisms. So that means plants, animals, and bacteria all have DNA.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the history of DNA?
Yeah, sure. So Rosalind Franklin was the first person to discover what DNA looked like in the 1950s.
Wow. So wait, what does it actually look like?
Yeah, so it's kind of shaped like a ladder that's curved in a circle, and we call that a double helix.
That's pretty amazing.
It is really amazing.
So the DNA is located within the nucleus of every cell. In order to get the DNA from the nucleus, we need to break down the cell's plasma membranes or its cell's wall. So grab your berries, your safety goggles, and let's get started. So the first step is making the precipitating solution. So you're going to need 1/3 cup of water, your salt, and then your liquid dish soap. You're going to want to mix this all together until it's fully dissolved.
Next is you're going to want to put your strawberries into a Ziploc bag. Make sure to cut off the tops of them. And then you're going to put a little bit of the solution that you just made into the bag, roughly 3 tablespoons.
Should be enough, yeah.
Yep. And then you're going to want to close the bag up nice and tight. And you're good. Make sure there's no air, yeah. And then you're gonna start smashing your strawberries. Gotta smash them up until they're nice and liquidy.
Now with a moistened paper towel or a cheesecloth or a metal strainer, what you're gonna wanna do is pour the mashed up strawberries through so that we can separate out all the solids and just get the liquids. If you're using a moistened paper towel, this process might take a little while because you gotta wanna make sure all the liquid from the smashed strawberries come out. So it might be a little bit quicker if you use a metal strainer or a cheesecloth.
You should have all of your strained strawberry liquid in a cup. And once you've had that, now you're gonna wanna take your chilled rubbing alcohol and you're gonna wanna pour it down the side of the cup. And this is where a spoon could be useful. We don't wanna mix it too much. We just want it to slowly go down the sides. And what you're gonna see is some amazing separation taking place.
So all the DNA fibers that we're going to be seeing are going to precipitate out into the isopropyl alcohol. The isopropyl alcohol is less dense than the liquid that we just extracted, so it's going to sit right on top of the strawberries. All right. You actually don't need a lot of rubbing alcohol like I just poured, but just enough to make that layer.
Now what we see here is we see the rubbing alcohol and then we see the solids from the strawberry liquid, and we see some really thin, long fibers in the rubbing alcohol, and that is the DNA of the strawberries. If you want to be able to kind of see the DNA a little bit more, you can choose to stir it up and wait, and you'll see that you have a lot of these fibers coming out, and you can also try to grab either a spoon or some tweezers, and you can pull it up, hopefully, and see the little white fibers, which is the DNA inside.
Here's another few fun facts about DNA. We actually share 41% of our DNA with bananas.
Wow. And another fact is that if we were to take all of the DNA from our bodies and line it up, we would have enough DNA to go all the way from the Earth to Sun and back 600 times.
600 times, wow. So we hope you guys enjoyed this activity.
Make sure to send in your pictures and your videos.
We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts.
And see you next time.